I want to tell you about a book I read this year that I think is going to help you kick off the new year in a really positive way. So, I read the book The Gap in the Game by Dr. Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan. I think it's all, yeah. And the premise of the book, I thought, wow, this could really relate to paralegals. So, I read it more from a business owner's perspective. But I thought this could really help you in your paralegal career as you're ending the year and you're thinking about setting these lofty goals of what you want to achieve next year. Don't do it. Essentially, what this book is telling you is that a lot of times we spend far too much time in the gap, meaning we're standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon and we see this huge gap of where we should be. Maybe if you're a new paralegal or you're just starting out in your career, you're a few years in, you're looking at the other senior paralegals and you're thinking, there's this huge gap between what I know and what I can do and what they're doing, and I want to be like them. Well, instead of looking at it as a gap, look at what you've gained this year and start by looking at what have I gained in the last 30 days? What do you know today that you didn't know in November? What do you know today that you didn't know back at the beginning of the year? And actually physically write that list down. Maybe you now know how to prepare a deposition notebook. Maybe you now know how to do some site checking or assist with drafting a motion for summary judgment brief, whatever that is. Whatever it is, and all of it, write it all down and ask yourself, what have I gained this year? Now, that doesn't mean that you can't set goals for next year or that you shouldn't strive to learn more, but it actually will motivate you if you look at it and say, what have I gained? And so do that before you finish out this year and before you set any other goals for yourself. Ask yourself, what have I gained so far? I want to give you a perfect example. I actually had a visit with my granddaughters. This was back in September, and the oldest is 7 years old. Her name's Lily. Hi, Lily, if you're watching. And so Lily, on the last day of their visit, was learning how to do a headstand underwater. And she obviously had never done one before, so her first one was not very good at all. But with each one that she tried, she got better and better and better. And so the next morning, as they were packing up, getting ready to leave, she was able to go completely underwater. Her feet were straight in the air, but she thought they were a little crooked, and she was disappointed. She wanted to do so much better. And I reminded her of where she was just yesterday. Yesterday, she didn't even know how to get herself underwater and hold herself down long enough to get her feet up, let alone to be where she was. And so ask yourself, are you doing that? Are you looking at the big gap, that canyon of information and knowledge and experience? Or are you looking at what you gained? All right, I hope that you kick off the new year in a fabulous way and jump into the comments and tell me, what have you gained in the last 30 days or the last 12 months? And do that throughout the next year, every month and then every quarter. What have you gained? All right, bye for now.